G-Unit. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know it's the Super Tube. I hope y'all feeling great and amazing today. Now, America, the kid 50 Cent got on Camron's epic talk show, and y'all know this is epic right here. 50 Cent and Camron had a notorious clash on Hot 97 like 15 years ago. To see this is a great look for both of them. Shout out to them. Now, while 50 was there, the G-Unit General spoke about the Drake, Kendrick, and the UMG lawsuit. This is 50. He is the first artist, in my opinion, to really, literally, figuratively go to war. 50 had bomb-proof trucks, bulletproof trucks, hoopties with the bulletproof trucks, beefing with real street kingpins, going at it with rappers in the industry. Ayo, 50 should low-key write a book on how to beef. Even people in the corporate America look at what would 50 Cent do. Now, y'all let me know if I'm wilding with that, but 50 is really the god of beef, in my opinion. And he beefs wisely, because as you can see, 50 don't need a beef no more. He's not even in that world anymore. And this guy's a mogul. This guy 50 is a billionaire. Now, this Drake UMG lawsuit is definitely causing massive rumblings in the industry. Big shout out to 50 and Cam. America, peep this.
Speaking, you was talking about beefing and battling. What do you think about Kendrick Lamar and Drake's situation right now?
I've never seen that before. I've never seen somebody sue because of what you said.
Right.
But I thought that was Drake's team trying to prevent the Super Bowl from doing more damage.
Right.
Because if you sue Apple and you sue the Universal Music Group during the period where Apple was over the music at the Super Bowl halftime. Mm-hmm. If they're already in a lawsuit, so they're already financially having to incur costs to defend themselves, and they know what that is regardlessly. We know how much frivolous lawsuits come through, but it costs you a minimum of the money to cut and handle it. So when they see that, if you then reach out, if his attorneys reached out to corporate at the NFL and said, we have this issue over this song.
Right.
It's already a pending case. We don't want you guys to allow that to air and then you be a part of the damages.
Right.
Because it is the largest sporting event possible. So I was thinking that was the angle to stop that record specifically from being played during the Super Bowl.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. I've never seen like a rap battle end up in a lawsuit.
Yeah, that was.
This pretty hard for him to handle. Because it's look, we old enough to see Kumo Dia LL and shit like that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So when they get to this point, and Drake's my guy. I fuck with Drake. And I don't know Kendrick, but I've love for Kendrick too.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hard for him to handle, it's starting to seem like, because it becomes overwhelming. When you beef with the West Coast, one thing about them niggas
territorial.
And they stick together so
yeah.
damn.
And what I was explaining to somebody about this was that we don't run around being like East Side, like West Side niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like you got
don't even say New York.
Yeah, listen, you got New Mexico.
It's Queens, it's Brooklyn. Niggas
exactly.
don't even say New York niggas. Like,
you know, whether you go to a concert and y'all niggas tour with Robert, I'm saying you got New Mexico, you got Arizona, you got Portland, you got Washington, you got Nevada. These niggas is every state. These shits is up in Vegas. These shits is up in motherfucking Phoenix. Yes, exactly.
Stay line right there.
Yeah. Exactly, man. And
so y'all heard the G-Unit General. Do y'all think Drake is filing these UMG lawsuits to establish some damage control? Looking at the first lawsuit, they didn't really mention anything about Not Like Us. It was mainly the distribution techniques and the tactics that they used to market the record. And Drake, he didn't sue Kendrick America. He sued the bigwigs. 50 and Camron had their beef. They went back and forth a few songs. And even when 50 was going at Cam, he did give some insight into the industry. And Drake and 50 have a lot in common. The label never told 50 that he couldn't drop a record though. And when we say Drake and 50 have a lot in common, you listen to them old 50 Cent interviews, 50 was like, yo, I could get you shelved. I could get you dropped. And even in that regard, 50 was showing you what power can do behind the scenes. And it seems like Drake was kind of doing some similar things. Now, I think what's going on with Drizzy, if he had the situation that he wanted over there at UMG, the Kendrick beef would have been completely different. Remember, 50 was an Interscope artist. Jimmy Iovine probably still eating off Get Rich or Die Trying and The Massacre and Curtis and all of that. But with Not Like Us, 50 also mentions that he thinks Drake is trying to damage control for the Super Bowl. When Not Like Us, there's a lot of ways Kendrick could get around that. He could bleep out Drake's name. He could recadence the verses. He could switch the bars around. What y'all think? Y'all think Drake trying to do some corporate PR recovery before the Super Bowl and stop the record? 50 says that when he was beefing with the game, and even in 50's Big Boy interview, I don't know if it was the Big Boy interview or later on in this Cam interview, but he mentions that when he was going at it with the game, the Interscope was selling G-Unit merch and G-Unit merch. And this is what we mentioned in all of our previous videos. The labels position themselves to win no matter what. Once again, these labels put themselves in the position to win no matter what, no matter where, and sometimes no matter when. They don't care. They're going to get theirs. And it's important for all artists to know this, all talent to know this. Even J. Cole works with Interscope. Kendrick Lamar works with Interscope. Interscope really was trying to come up. And if you even look at the Taylor Made freestyle, Drake was low-key going at everybody over there at Interscope. He was going at Kendrick. He was going Dr. Dre type beat. I don't think he was going at Snoop Dogg, but I mean, Snoop Dogg, I'm sure has some dealings with Interscope Records. And then, of course, Tupac, Interscope probably still has something to do with his estate. So that situation showed me that was Drake going in a little bit on the Interscope execs over there too. But with 50 being one of Interscope's biggest artists, his perspective on this is very interesting. So when 50 says he thinks Drake was damage controlling for the Super Bowl, I mean, who knows? Drake is also going on tour that day. But I mean, who knows, y'all? Not Like Us was a very sensational record. All right? So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. And make sure y'all subscribe to the Super Tube. Is 50 wildin'? Is Lex wildin'? Let me know in the comments below. Y'all know it's Astro Aesthetics. Yeah, let's get it, baby.